Hi guys, the Benidorm Enthusiast here. Welcome to a rather lonely looking Levante beach. It's pretty deserted down here, hardly a soul in sight. So why on earth have I brought you down here tonight when there's hardly anybody around and not much open? Well, for exactly that reason. Many of you will have never been to Benidorm in winter before, and you'll have never seen Levante looking so quiet and so peaceful. So let's go out for a wander down the beachfront and take a look around. We're almost at the end of January, one of the quietest points of the year, and this is completely normal for a winter night on the beachfront. If you come down to Levante Beach in the daytime, there's plenty going on and plenty open, but the nights are very different indeed, especially at this end, the new town heading towards the Rincon de Loix. There's more open down the old town end of the beachfront. In fact, the old town in general is busier during the winter than the new town. This part of Levante especially looks deserted this time of year. I like it. It's nice to be able to come down here and have the place pretty much to myself. That doesn't happen very often. I wouldn't like it like this all the time, but because it's a rarity, because it's normally bustling with tourists, I'm really enjoying it. There is one bar open, King Coco here, and there's just one table left in there. I would think they'll be closing up soon. Most of the other bars, if not all, at this part of Levante are closed during the winter nights. This is normal for a January night. During the pandemic, we saw Levante Beach look like this a lot more. And it wasn't enjoyable then because we didn't know how long it was going to last, and it shouldn't have been like that. But now we're back to normality. The pandemic is long behind us, and we are going to have our peaks and our dips in tourism numbers. I do enjoy a quiet stroll down here, listening to the sea and taking it all in with very few people around. You almost feel like you shouldn't be here, like you're disturbing the peace in some way. We don't get much alone time in Benidorm, so tonight I'm loving this. We can't stay busy 365 days a year. It's just not sustainable. And the fact that we get these quiet times means different people can enjoy Benidorm. Not everybody likes it bouncing and busy. Some people enjoy a quiet and calm holiday. During the winter months, we tend to get a more mature age group of tourists coming here, and they're not out down in Jaeger bombs until daylight. Well, maybe one or two of them are, Most of them though stay in the hotels during the night. They take advantage of the few hours of sun we get in the day, and they'll stay in the hotel where it's warm in the evenings. So how long does the quiet season last for? Well, as I mentioned earlier, we don't get many quiet points of the year. Another few weeks like this, towards the end of February, we'll see the bars starting to open up, preparing for the main season ahead. Also, when the nights start to get darker later, the bars stay open longer. From the middle of March, it's full speed ahead for around 9 months until after the big fiesta in November. So, for those of us that live here, we have to embrace nights like this when we get a bit of peace and quiet, because it won't last long. You do forget just how quiet it gets down here on the beachfront, especially at the Rincon end. You can hear all different sorts of noises that you wouldn't normally hear, because usually there's people, there's traffic and there's music spoiling the peace. I don't think I'd like to live somewhere that was like this all the time. I'd probably feel a bit too isolated then. I generally like to have hustle and bustle around me most of the time. But knowing it won't be like this forever does make me appreciate it more. We've got to make the most of it while we can. You've enjoyed this little video, something a bit different to what we normally do, showing you another side of Benidorm. It's a very different place if you compare January to say August, but I love that we get such a change in atmosphere and weather. I hope all the workers are having a good rest at the moment as well, because I think we're going to be in for another bumper year once the main season kicks in. Let us know in the comments if you've already booked for this year and what month are you coming? Who's coming over for the big week in March? We've got 3 massive events in 1 week. The Cheltenham Festival, the Fires Fiesta and St Patrick's Day. That is going to get messy. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button so you're following our channel. Click that beer mug in the corner, and also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X and TikTok at the Benidorm Enthusiast. Stay positive and stay safe.